slight problem. I basically listed the stream as unlisted. It took me 7 minutes to work out that the stream was unlisted. So I was sat here like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like, oh, hold up. I'm a fucking idiot.
Hey, that mustache looks great on you and your lips. Classy.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've decided to roll with it just because I look like a hot lesbian without facial hair. So, you know, it makes a lot of sense for me to keep it. Damn, this planet is fucking hot. Like, cheese. I've got fucking pins and needles. Ah, bro. Look how many living ships there are here. I feel so left out with my little batty fucking cargo hauler. And all these big masculine men in their fancy new ships. Like, what? What's going on here? What's going on here? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, this is my problem with No Man's Sky. Like, I know I make videos on it and all of that, but in terms of like the game and like knowing how to play the game properly, I'm really not that clued up on it, like, at all. Mostly because like a lot of my No Man's Sky game time is from recording. Like, a lot of it is because of recording. So even though I have, how many hours do I have in this game? 261 hours. Like, for the most part, that's just me fucking around getting gameplay. I don't really tend to just sit down and play it like a casual. So yeah, I don't really know like the ins and outs of how to get like sick gear, how to, you know, get like good ships, shit like that. I've just never really like got round to learning it, I guess. Procedural Traveller, hello, welcome, man. Nice to see you as ever. Such a beautiful human. Alright. This is nice. Shitting hell, this is actually fucking interesting. This terrain is... yeah, damn, okay. Right, let's give this a little look, eh? Rough as fuck. Now my trackies are covered in Bacardi. Useful trash. Fucking, I know you. Because I remember last time, you were the reason I got so fucking pissed. Was because of you. Because you gave me so much money and I was so drunk by the end of the stream. You're an absolute fucking legend. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. Can we show Useful Trash some love in chat? Good fucking bloke. Wonderful. Alright. Thank you, man. Cheers to you. Whoo! Alright. I'll 100% be at the meetup. It should be interesting. Yes, PT, man. I need to meet you. I need to meet you. I really hope you're 18 as well. I can't remember how old you are. I feel like you are. I feel like you're 18. I could be wrong. But if you are, I'm getting you battered, mate. You do realise that. Because last time, everyone was getting me battered. And I absolutely loved that. You know, 3 tequila shots. I was fucking laughing. But, shit, man, yeah. Get on that session. That's going to be beautiful. Can we also appreciate this multicoloured grass as well? Like, this grass right here. This is like old school No Man's Sky. But damn, guys, come on. This planet, right? This planet fit. Hella fit. Is that a cave? Is that a cave in the mountain? I don't mess around with my feelings like this, Sean. Come on, man. What are you playing at? My sixth form. So what I was doing for A levels, they were very strict. Like, we had the same kind of phone policy as well, and a lot of people weren't happy about it, myself included. Mostly because, you know, we were like 18 and they were treating us like lower school. So I know how that feels. But I can promise you, once you're out of school, really does not seem like a problem, like at all. I can tell you that. Caleb, hello, welcome. I had a brief experience of that. I still remember primary school when phones didn't really exist. That was when iPhones were only just about coming in. But I remember, rocking like a little Motorola brick and having to type out your message and then assign a contact to it and shit like that. Yeah, I always see my age as an awkward one because I remember sort of, a time before touchscreens, but at the same time I don't, so it's kind of awkward. Cheers. But yeah, like a lot of my younger childhood, so like primary school, thankfully was a time before phones were so big and a time before social media was as huge as it was. It was still there, but it wasn't anywhere near as impactful as it is today. This is why, like, even though I'm only 19, I'll be 20 this year, but it still upsets me when I see basically babies being able to use phones, because yeah, I've grown up with technology, but at least when I was a baby I wasn't fucking around with tablets and stuff. I was playing with toys and watching fucking Nickelodeon and shit like that. But hey ho, everyone at my school was dissing me because I like the Beatles. You like the Beat? Squash, man, you're a fucking legend. I rate you so fucking much, man. The Beatles are so good. They're so good. They're so good. Easily my favourite band of all time, the Beatles. 100%. Fucking 100%, man. Like, I think it's because when people think of the Beatles, they think of, like, Ticket to Ride, I Want to Hold Your Hand, all of that shit, like, early 60s rock and roll kind of stuff. But that's not what the Beatles are known for. I mean, yeah, okay, at the time they would have been, but now when people think of them, they think of their later albums, their more impactful albums. For me personally, I fucking love Sgt. Pepper's. I think that's a fantastic album. The White Album as well. Like the psychedelic songs in Sgt. Pepper's, like Within Without You, A Day in the Life, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I'm a Walrus, Blue Jay Way, the George Harrison one. Fucking, they're so good. They're so good. Beatles are so good. Like, easily the best musicians that ever grace this world. 100%. And obviously because I was very involved with substances, particularly, like disassociatives, and I'm very intrigued by psychedelia. The Beatles are perfect for me, I absolutely love, I would say my favourite Beatles song probably has got to be While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I think. The George Harrison one for the White Album, fucking beautiful song. Happiness Is a Warm Gun, another great one. There's just so many. They are absolutely timeless, honestly. Pink Floyd are good. My dad, he's a massive fan of Pink Floyd. So I grew up listening to a lot of their songs. I like Wish You Were Here, obviously. Breathe as well. I like Breathe. Any kind of, like, late 60s, early 70s psychedelia, I'm gonna be a fan of. Largely because of drugs, but that's helped me, that's kind of built a bit of character. Metal's good, but it has a time and a place. I was a huge metalhead when I was a lot younger. Like, I absolutely love Slipknot. I just used to, like, Slipknot was fucking incredible. Or I mean, I haven't listened to modern Slipknot. This was all, like, their sort of, I can't even remember what the albums were now, but like Sick was the first Slipknot song I listened to. I really like that. Left Behind as well. I always remember Left Behind being stupidly heavy to the point it was kind of disgusting. Yeah, I think it's important to have an open mind about music, because music is so powerful, and you really can't just limit yourself to one genre. That's just so silly to do. So silly. A lot of my taste does come from my dad. So that's the one thing I do give him credit for. He has great fucking taste in music, and that's why I started listening to the Beatles. A lot of the Doors as well. A lot of Jim Morrison's stuff when he died. You know, a lot of his poetry that they put music behind, I also really like. Early Coldplay's fucking classic. Yeah, trust. Early Coldplay's brilliant. I wish they would make an album like Parachutes or Rush of Blood to the Head. X and Y was bearable, but I think it was a transition where they started moving away from that early sound. I can deal with chart music, like some of it I can deal with, like Dance Monkey, for example. Like, I really like that song, and that's like such an overplayed chart song. But it depends, you know. I hated pop when it was like, you know, like the 2000 up until like 2000 and probably like what 15. That really shitty like Rebecca Black kind of pop. That was what made me hate popular music. But now it's less about that, so I can deal with it. Anyway, we're on a fucking shitty, dusty planet. No Man Smile, hello, welcome, man. Nice to have you. Yeah, trap is, I don't know, there's some trap that I can kind of deal with. You know, trap isn't as big as it used to be. You know, like, say, you know, like 3 years ago, trap was massive. You know, like, you had shitty people like Lil Xan that were really fucking big. But it's kind of died out now, I think, that sound. Like, what's his name? Lil Pump. Like, when was the last time Lil Pump made a song? I don't fucking know. Shit. Imagine by John Lennon is defo my favourite song of all time. I like it. Good tune. Good tune. Lennon's solo stuff is okay. It's okay. It's probably, I would say, the best solo stuff out of all of the Beatles. There's a couple George Harrison solo songs I like. I mean, My Sweet Lord is kind of a given. Dan, mate, on this question, where do you want No Man's Sky to be a year from now? What are you hoping, expecting for? Good question. Variation. That's all I want for No Man's Sky at the moment, is variation. I just want an update solely focused on improving how planets look and feel. That's all I want. That's genuinely all I want from the game. I'm happy with No Man's Sky in its current form. I just need a variation update, and then I'll be more than happy. I don't think a variation update is coming anytime soon. I see a new enemy arriving from the void. Yeah, I think it's quite likely. Mostly because I feel like it's easier to do than variation. I think the reason why we haven't had a variation update is because it's a lot of work. I'm still sticking by my gut and saying that they are working on it, and they have been for basically 4 years. But, you know, adding an enemy is the easy solution, and it also appeals to a wider audience. It's something which I don't like about modern day No Man's Sky. I wish Hello Games would focus more on like the original, you know, day one OGs, but fuck it, what can you do? I also feel certain things like the mystery has gone. Remember when portals are so cool to discover? I feel like Hello Games should have made portals hard to find and not so easy to activate. Yes, I agree. The whole like ARG mystery of No Man's Sky, I think, was really nice. And yeah, there was a feeling like there was, you know, almost more to unlock. Like the game that we got wasn't the full thing, and we had to, you know, do some kind of crazy quests in order to find it. A lot like the jetpack in GTA 5. Similar thing. You know, it keeps the game alive, it keeps the community busy as well. Variation update will obviously force them to reset planets and people's bases. Yes, I think it does have to happen. It definitely needs to happen. See, the fact that I can fly down to a planet and just instantly know what it's going to be like, that's the one thing holding No Man's Sky back from being a fucking amazing game. Alright, we finally got an interesting planet. Thank the fucking Lord. Damn. Right, let's pick up some knowledge stones while we're here. I don't like the fact that I can tell what planet's going to be from space half the time. We need more colours for snow planets. Yes, exactly. This is my point. You know, the fact that I'm just warping around, looking at a planet from space and going, no. Because I know what it's going to be like is a problem. No Man's Smile. $2.69. I rate that. 69 for the lads. Now take a shot. That is indeed a shot. Because any money for a shot. Just putting that out there, boys. Any money for a shot. Cheers. Starman. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He wants to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our mind. Welcome, man. Nice to have you. Lewis Netro on the 420 donation. I wish I was indulging in a bit of 420 love instead of alcohol, but you know, you can't win everything. Thank you so much. I'm glad you stopped by the stream. And if it's been a while, hopefully I will see you again. Yeah, thank you, man. Really do appreciate it. Cheers. Pathfinder had my heart. Pathfinder, I have very mixed opinions about. I liked it at the time, but looking back at it, I see it as the beginning of No Man's Sky going in like a different direction, and for that reason, I wouldn't say I resent it, but I'm not a fan of it. That's where things started to get more like dull, where the terrain started getting downgraded, stuff like that. It's a tough one, but the update itself wasn't bad. Right, boys, I think I'm gonna end it there. It's been an hour and a half. Oh, it's been quite a while to stream. I'm getting pretty fucking tired. Is it ready for bed yet? It's not even fucking 9 o'clock. Oh god. Alright, thank you very much to everyone that watched, and that still are watching. Thank you especially to the donators who allowed us to get to 16 whole Great British pounds. Really, really, really does mean a lot. I'm aiming to do daily No Man's Sky streams, so stick around for that. I'm also going to be doing a series of stream highlights, which is just basically like clips of all the interesting things that happened, and kind of combining them into like one video. The first episode of that will be uploaded tomorrow, 6 PM GMT or BST, whatever it is now, I still don't know. Yeah, thank you everyone. Really, 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 really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, boys. Take care.